Good day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today talking about celebrity cruise ships, shore excursions that are available at the port of call in Juneau. So if you're watching this, you're one of two people. You are either thinking about booking an Alaskan cruise and you want to see what shore excursions are available in Juneau, or you have booked a celebrity cruise and you want to see what shore excursions are available. So in this, we'll cover it all. I'll show you the price, the departure time, the duration, any weight, height, age limitations that are required for the shore excursions that are available there in Juneau. And at the end of the video, if you're looking for a travel agent or just want to reach out to me and talk to me, I will provide my contact information. But the point of this is to get you information for shore excursions. So let's do that. And it's worth noting that this is actually the cruise that I will be on. So if you are on this particular ship at this particular time, you may see me, but ships are big enough, you might not. Let's start off here. On the screen, you'll see a couple important things sticking out. One is the percent off. Celebrity Cruise mirrors Royal Caribbean's methodology of discounting. You'll get emails saying, oh, hey, up to 30% off. I've yet to see the 30% off. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20% is common. The other important thing to note here is 8 spots left. Holy smokes, it's early November and late June, 8 spots left, 6 spots left, and some things down here at the bottom might even be sold out. Yeah, we got a couple things already sold out. So if you're thinking about booking this and you see I have to really need to, book now. Book it now, and then we'll take it from there. Otherwise, let's hop into it. If you want to see some whales, the first shore excursion that we'll talk about today hops right into it. Why not see some whales and then have some salmon bait? Whales like salmon. I like salmon. 207 for an adult, 186 for kids. So these are a little bit more expensive than the shore excursions if you're used to the Caribbean, but in line with the European shore excursions, Mediterranean, etc. 5 hours leaves at 7:31 a.m. So there's a very precise departure time there to give a little bit of sleep in time, I suppose. The details, if you've never seen one of these before, I don't read them verbatim. You can leverage the pause and read the details verbatim, but they guarantee whale sightings. So they have relationships there, and those whales will be there. And when you're all done with it, how about a marshmallow roast? Teenagers 13 to 17 must have a signed parental consent form. Children 12 and younger must be accompanied by a parent or guardian there. So alcohol may be available, but it says please drink responsibly. So that's the first one there. The next one is Alaska State Museum and a salmon bait. Salmon's going to be everywhere in this thing. So you want to go see the museum, 141 for an adult, 127 for kids, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Leaves at 11 a.m. and it will take you to the museum, and then you will indulge in a feast of salmon. So if you need wheelchair mobility, this one doesn't necessarily cater to that. 8 spots left for this glacier tour. So it's $400 for an adult, $350 for kids. It's a small group one, so that means your ratio with the the tour guide will be a little bit more favorable. 6 hours in duration, leaves at 7:30. Some details here: maximum weight 250, maximum height 80 inches, minimum age is 12. So this will take you out to you'll canoe and then you'll trek. So those are the details about the canoe and trek. These are the highlights. These are the details. Enjoy a nice, tasty snack, some hummus, carrots, nuts, and cheese, some granola. It is a strenuous tour. So if you're not used to strenuous, then maybe this one isn't for you. See the other one, 6'8". You must be under. Other details there. You might want to bring some rain gear, and that is typically a fact. All right. The next one, how about a small group Taku Glacier and helicopter? Now, these are, anytime you're involving an airplane, seaplane, helicopter, they're going to be a little bit more expensive. $679 for an adult, $611 for kids. 3 hours and 15 minutes is the tour duration. One leaves at 11:50, one leaves at 2. Minimum age is 7. Maximum weight is 250, mostly due to the helicopter. not due to the glacier. So those are the details for that. They'll take you up. You're likely to see it, and then it says it's likely to sold out. You can already see that there is 6 spots left. Next up is the Alaska Whale Glacier Walk in Rainforest. Here we go. 324, 292 for kids, 5 hours with a group leaving at 8, a group leaving at noon, and you will go out and see whales, glaciers, and walk through the rainforest. And here's something here. Whale sightings are guaranteed. If it doesn't happen, you get $100 back. So there you go. You can't guarantee a whale, but tour operates in all weather conditions. So in that part of the world, it's not unusual to see rain. It's also not unusual to see sun, but I would factor in rain. Small group, last frontier. If you're looking for some food, I bet there's salmon. Salmon's everywhere here. 170 for an adult, 152 for kids, 2 hours and 45 minutes long. Leaves at 7:31 in the morning again. Minimum age is 12, and you will go through and see a tour guide will give you some toury things, and then you can try some food. That's the general gist. Those are the details. And of course, you got to sign a waiver. Small group exclusive Alaska whale discovery. 239 for an adult, 215 for kids. 3 hours and 45 minutes long. One leaving at 8:15. Gets to sleep in for the second one. One leaves at 10:45. And you get to go and discover whales. And who doesn't enjoy discovering whales? And again, you don't see a whale, they'll give you $100 cash. So to give $100, I bet you're going to see it. Glacier Gardens and the State Museum, $94 for an adult, $77 for kids, 4 hours long, leaves at 11 a.m. And you will go out and see the Glacier Gardens and then go to the Alaska State Museum. So, and the order may vary. Maybe you'll see the gardens, maybe you'll see the museum, or maybe the museum, then the gardens. Bike and brew. Want to go see the glacier? Ride a bike out there, and then when you're done, I assume the brew is after the bike. I bet that tour order doesn't vary. One group leaves at 9, one group leaves at 1:30. It's for 4 hours, and you will go off on a guided bike tour. And when you're all done with that, you can enjoy some brew. 8.5 miles is the total duration. If you're going to enjoy a brew, quick reminder, Alaska is part of the United States, and the minimum drinking age is still 21. What about a fly-in Norris Glacier hike and pack raft? $1,000, $934 per guest, 5 hours, leaves at 9:50. Minimum age is 12, maximum weight 250, maximum height is 6 feet. Man, am I glad I'm 5'11" 3/4. Although I round up. These are the details of that particular excursion. 2 spots left for this. So if this is something and again, it's November. When I'm recording this, June is the time, and there's 2 spots left. How about an evening whale quest with Alaska cuisine? $244 for an adult, $218 for kids, 3.5 hours long, leaves at 5 p.m. It's an evening cruise. Note, not a sunset cruise. Certainly not in June, because certainly not this particular one. June 21st, longest day of the year. Sunset won't be until much later, but the sun does get late in the sky. Details are over there if you want to pause, read them. And again, if you do not see a whale, you are $100 richer after being $242 poor. What about gold panning and then a salmon bake? Go pan for gold, eat some salmon. $147 for an adult, $132 for kids. 3 hours long, 7:31 departure. Rise and shine. Eat that salmon, get that gold. You can see the details there. And if that's for you, then you are in luck. 1 spot left on this. So if you're traveling solo or just kind of want to get away from your group, there's a Mendenhall Glacier Whale Watching and Wildlife Quest. $194 for an adult, $174 for kids. 5.5 hours long, leaves bright and early at 8 a.m. And then you can go on an incredible excursion, panoramic drive through the valley to the bay. $100 refund if you don't see the whales. Guests should be able to walk 250 yards unassisted over inclined pathways. And there are restroom facilities on the catamaran. Complimentary snacks are available. What about the Mendenhall Glacier and a salmon bake? Want to see the glacier? Want some salmon? 127 for an adult, 88 for kids, 3.5 hours long. Leaves at 10 a.m. Details are over there, noted on the left. Highlights of Mendenhall Glacier are also noted, and buses depart regularly from the salmon bake back to the pier. Return at your leisure. But before the ship leaves, they'll probably say last call. How about some whale watching and wildlife quest? 192 for an adult, 173 for kids. Leaves at 8 for 4 hours. Details of where this goes is on the left. And again, you get the refund if you don't see a whale. And salmon on a cracker. Complimentary salmon on our cracker. Not crackers. Not plural. You get one. Enjoy it. What about orca? Whale Quest, Orca Point Lodge, Mendenhall Glacier, 274 for an adult, 246 for kids. 6 hours and 45 minutes is your duration time, leaving at 10:15 in the morning, and you will go up and you will see the quest for whales at Orca Point Lodge. Pause if you want to read more of those details about what's available. But if you are, they only guarantee you'll get the $100 back only if it's June through August. That's the guarantee. Can't promise it any other time. Want to go see the gardens and the glacier? $110 for adults, 98 for kids. 3 hours, 45 minutes. Got one leaving at 9, one leaving at 1. And those are the details there. U.S. Forest Service may be available to answer your questions you have about what you're seeing. A small group whale watching in Mendenhall Glacier photo safari. $428 for an adult, $385 for kids, 5% off right now. 5 hours, one leaves at 8, one leaves at noon, and you will go and go on a safari to see whales and glaciers. Group size is limited to 14, so if this is what you're thinking about doing and you don't see a whale, you are going to get some money back. Want to see the Mendenhall Glacier and do some river rafting? $159 for an adult, $143 for kids. 3.5 hours long, leaves at 7:31 in the morning. Minimum weight is 50 pounds, and you'll float on a 5-mile section of a glacier stream. So don't fall out. That water is cold. It's fresh from the ice. Life jackets are provided. Got to be able to climb 15 to 20 steps. An Alaskan-style snack is included. Could it be salmon on a cracker? I don't know, but only one way to find out. Destination highlight. How about the tram? What about the tram up? $53 per adult, $48. I saw this on the Smithsonian Channel. I'm looking into doing this. And it's, you get off the boat, you can do it anytime that it's in port, and you can go up to the top and see the sights, do a selfie, let your friends know that you are having a fantastic time and that perhaps they should be jelly of you. Small group helicopter glacier trek. I also saw this on the Smithsonian Channel. $602, a little bit out of my price range. $542 for kids. 4 hours and 15 minutes. Got a group leaving at 10. Got a group leaving at 1. Minimum age is 12. Maximum weight is 250. And you will touch down, 2-hour hike through a foreboding landscape, it says right there. So I guess a glacier is very foreboding, maybe not inviting, but you would do a 2-hour trek across the lake glacier terrain. There will be a surcharge assessed if you weigh over 250, and you consider your physical fitness level. So if you're sedentary, you may want to ramp into the experience. Small group Mendenhall Glacier's choice. So here, the guide chooses the trail. You don't get to choose it. This is they get to choose it. $165 for an adult, $149 for kids. 4.5 hours long. Leaves at 8 in the morning, and you are going to go wherever they tell you to go. Those are the notes there. Total hiking distance is 4 to 6 miles, 3.5 hours long, with an elevation gain of 600 to 1,000 feet, depending upon the path that the tour guide chooses. Want to go to a lodge feast and a 5 glacier seaplane discovery? Sure you do. $595 for an adult, $535 for kids, 3.5 hours long, leaves at 11, and you will see 5 glaciers and then go to the lodge where you can dine to majestic glacier views. Savor a feast of salmon, or if you like chicken. And the salmon's not even on a cracker. You'll feast on maybe several crackers. Maximum weight is 300 pounds. Flying time is 45 minutes. And then there's some other notes here if you're traveling with little ones. And there's 5 spots left on that. Here's the 5 Glacier Seaplane Exploration, $400 per adult, $366 for kids. It's 1 hour and 15 minutes long, so it's quick, 75 minutes, 2-hour departure. Maximum weight is 300 pounds. And long story short, you're going to fly around for 40 minutes. Those are the details for that. Then there's another helicopter glacier experience, $424 for an adult, $381 for kids, 2 hours, 15 minutes long. Got one leaving at 1:45, one leaving at 2:15. And as you might have imagined, you are in a helicopter and you will be guided to walking. Well, guided while you walk. Again, there will be fees for guest wing over $250, so just know that going in. Whale Quest Orca Lodge. There's the destination highlight there, $236, $213 for kids, 5.5 hours long, leaves at 11:30, and you will satisfy your appetite with some cuisine. Feast on the surf and turf meal at Orca's Point Lodge. Complimentary hot beverages are provided, and while whale sightings are frequent, they cannot be guaranteed. However, they are guaranteed June through August, which is good because I will be there in June. So I will see that. Next up is the small group helicopter glacier walkabout. $551 for an adult, $496 for kids, 10:30, 1:30 departure, 2:40 is similar weight limits there. So we'll scroll down to the next one here. Small group pilot's choice glacier exploration. So the pilot chooses which glacier you're going to do, what you're going to go to. 606 for adults, 545 for kids, 2 hours 45 minutes long. Leaves at 2, and you can get a 50-minute flyover of the ice field, and then you will trek on foot to any of the 2 locations that the pilot chooses. So those details are noted below. What if you don't want to take a seaplane, helicopter, or go to a lodge and eat cracker salmons? What about zipline? $265 for an adult, $238 for kids, 3.5 hours long. Leaves at 7:30 in the morning. Minimum age is 8. Minimum height 42 inches. Minimum weight 70. Maximum weight is 250. The details are noted over there. Got to walk up some stairs. As they say, you got to go up to get down. And the same is true with ziplining. Now we're back to helicopters and glaciers, and then you get to hang out with dogs. $721 for adults, $649 for kids, 3 hours, 15 minutes long. 11 a.m. is the departure time. Minimum age is 2, maximum weight is 250, and then you will dog sled. And the weight is probably due to the helicopters, but I'm sure those dogs aren't interested in, well, waits for the helicopters. Paddle with whales and kayak adventures, $521 for an adult, $469 for kids, 6 hours, leaves at 9, and you get to go and do the details listed on the left. Leverage that pause buttons if you want to kayak with the whales. And that is a very intimate experience. There's some other details there. 8 years old, 250, 6 foot 8 inches. You got to be under. So there's a lot of details here. And because you're paddling, make sure you have the endurance, stamina for a paddling adventure. We're in the home stretch here. These are the final 4. Mendenhall Glacier. You're talking about eating salmons, who have gone on to the next part of life. Now you can watch the full cycle here. Salmon hatchery and tram. $165 for adult, $149 leaves at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. for 4 hours and 15 minutes. And you can go out and see the hatchery, go out and see the glacier, and then you can see the tram. And there is a lot of stop. The glacier stop is unguided, so you got to figure out what you're going to do on your own. The things that are sold out for me, small whale, maybe it's not sold out for you, but it's a small whale luxury watch. $424 for an adult, $381 for kids, 4 hours. I don't know the departure time, but if it's not sold out for you and you want to do this, it will be listed for you, just not for me. Small group dog sledding summer camp. $195 for an adult, $175 for kids, 2 hours, 15 minutes long, and you can read those details there, but you get to go to the dog sled summer camp. What about the dog sled and mushers camp? $216 for an adult, $195 for kids, 2 hours and 15 minutes long is your duration, and you can go to the dog mushers camp. Got to be able to walk 100 yards. So those are the excursions that are available for Celebrity Cruise Lines, port of call in Juneau. If you are looking for a travel agent or you just want to contact me, I'm this fella. Hi, I'm Emerson. And you can reach me by going to my website, sevencontinentstravelagency.com, seven spelled out, seven the number, either one. I bought both domains. Or you can email me, seven continents, but that's seven spelled out. Sevencontinentstravelagency.com will send me an email and we can just shoot the breeze. Any questions you have. I don't charge to talk vacations. Heck, I don't even charge to book vacations. I'm just a guy living the dream, talking about vacations. My fee is my ability to talk. All right. So with that in mind, I hope if you are going here, I hope you have a safe time, a lot of fun, and I'll see you in the next video.